I can stand there.
Yeah,
Come on. I'll stand there, no problem.
Opening of the Staircase Gallery. Fall River Portraits from the Walkable City is our title. And it's a wonderful show of photographs by UMass and Durfee High School students, all from businesses and residents of Fall River, mainly from Pleasant Street to South Main to Columbia. A wonderful walking route, actually. So I'm very happy to introduce the mayor of Fall River, who I realized today, 5 years ago, when you were ready to take office, was the first opening of our Staircase Gallery, and we've had about 9 or 10 shows since then. So this has become a place to showcase the talent of our Fall River residents, and very happy to introduce the mayor.
Thank you, and I want to welcome everyone to the lobby of Government Center, and I want to begin by really giving kudos to Julianne Kelly. She has done an outstanding job with Mass in Motion and really just encouraging people to get outside and to exercise and to lead a healthier lifestyle. And I attribute her with also encouraging me to get out and exercising more and eating healthier. And about 5 years ago now, you're right, we kicked off the first Staircase Gallery here at Government Center. And over the last 5 years, we have been inviting people to come to Government Center and to show off their artwork. And we made improvements to the elevators. The elevators are working the best now they ever had in the 30 plus years this building's been open. But even with that said, we're encouraging people to take the 6 flights of stairs to get where they need to go here at Government Center. And when they do, they're able to see the beautiful artwork that is displayed on the walls of the Staircase Galleries. And it's changed throughout the years. We've had people paint and do their artwork and express themselves in that type of genre. But now we have, in today's gallery, photographs. And this is really one of my favorite galleries because what it's doing is it's showcasing the Fall River businesses. You get to see the mom and pops and their owners and employees in their own realm doing what they do best, and that's serving the people of the city of Fall River. And throughout South Main Street and Pleasant Street, the downtown, the Flint, you're seeing a lot of great businesses, and you're capturing them in the essence of their environment. And to know that the students of BMC Durfee High School and the colleges and the universities took part in this Staircase Gallery makes it even more special. So I want to welcome you all here and say thank you, and also point out that Dr. Valancourt and Pauline Guzzi have been working substantially with our senior citizen population, and Fall River has received recent awards and also has been recognized for doing its part to make our seniors more mobile and encourage them to do more with their exercising. So we have a lot of walkable routes in the city, encouraging our seniors to get out and walk, and also working with Mass in Motion. We've installed a lot of bicycle routes in our city to encourage people with an alternative means of transportation. So Julie, once again, I say thank you, job well done, and I turn the program back over to you.
Thank you very much, Mayor. Thank you for
Honored to be here.
And now I'd like to introduce the woman that really made it all possible. Andrea Clint is a professor of anthropology at UMass Dartmouth. And Andrea, maybe you could say a few words about how this came about.
Thank you, Julie. First, I want to say a few thank yous. First to Julie for inviting the students to show their artwork in this wonderful place. The project grew out of a Massachusetts Creative Initiatives grant, and it's a collaboration between my students at UMass Dartmouth and the photography students at Durfee High. And they spent all last spring exploring the neighborhoods of Fall River and getting to know the business owners and the neighborhoods in which they work. And I think it was for them a really phenomenal experience. My students, I know, came to understand Fall River better. Our university is just down the road, but I think there are a lot of misconceptions, and I think they came to value and get to know the really wonderful people in the neighborhoods where they worked. They spent time in the barber shops, they spent time in the tattoo parlors, they got to know the guy who ran the hardware store, they had lots and lots of cookies at the bakery, they went to grocery stores, and everywhere they were welcome. And I want to, as a special thank you, say that all the small business owners in these areas were just marvelous. They welcomed the UMass students and the Durfee students in. They had no idea what this project was going to be about. And they spent time with the students. They let them take pictures of everything from the sort of front displays of bakeries to the baked goods in the back. And I think a really wonderful relationship developed, which I think shows in the photographs. As for the Durfee students, they felt really proud to be able to document the wonderful things in their city and to be able to look through a camera, which is a really unique experience, and to get to know people that they maybe had taken for granted in the neighborhoods that they've lived. So we feel really fortunate that we've got a venue here so more people can enjoy their work. And we also are hoping to continue this project this coming year, and we'll be working with the seniors in the Mass in Motion project and hopefully in some of the senior centers, so that the next show can hopefully feature some of the wonderful things that the senior citizens think about their city. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you.
Mr. Fewers?
Yes, please.
I hadn't intended to speak, but I did come to know Andrea. I looked at all the photographs, and my one criticism was, what are these photographs of wonderful bakeries, wonderful small ethnic restaurants doing? Every time I walk up to the 6th floor, I go by these pictures of a wonderful bakery with fresh bread that I can almost smell. I'd encourage people to come and look at the photographs. They really do capture the essence, so much so that by the time one gets to the 6th floor, the calories I burned off are going to be replenished by the food I want to eat. But they really are wonderful photographs. And I looked at every one of them and said, okay, they're all good food practices, they're good hygiene practices. But they really do capture the essence of Fall River. When you look at it, it's amazing the photographic eye of these students, because they've captured thoughts, and immediately you know it's a bakery with fresh bread. You can almost smell it. But thank you for those photographs. They're great.
Great.
All I'd like to say is that I'm really looking forward to working with Andrea. As she said, she's going to be working with the senior champions, so they're walking all around the city. Some of our seniors are a little hesitant about using a borrowed camera, but we'll get them over that, right, Andrea?
We'll get over that.
And really looking forward to a senior display, hopefully in the spring.
Yes. I just want to, again, invite everyone to come down. This show will be up until May, so there's plenty of opportunity to come and see and enjoy it. I would suggest if anyone has trouble with mobility, take the elevator up to the 6th floor and walk down slowly. This is a storytelling. The students tell their story of their impressions of these business owners and shops along the way. And the people here in City Hall have enjoyed the show very much. It's only been up for a couple of weeks, but we've gotten great response to it. So again, be sure to come down and walk the stairs.
Thank you. And again, just want to thank Andrea and Julie and Pauline and Dr. Valancourt and the students of BMC Durfee High School and UMass Dartmouth for just really allowing their talents to be showcased at Government Center. And if you look at the walls here, we've been doing our best to display the artwork of the community, taking a once bare wall and bringing life to it. And by taking the staircase, you get great exercise, you get to where you need to go, and you get to enjoy the artwork along the way. So thank you, everybody, and enjoy.
That she came to respect and understand, and I think that was what, for my students, was the magic, because I think, frankly, there are a lot of stereotypes about Fall River, and they got past them. You know, they get to know people and really enjoy them.
And there wasn't one place where they were shunned or not welcome?
Well, I did a lot of footwork beforehand. I went and
Okay.
got permission before they went
I
into any of the
see.
stores. I must
Okay.
have gone into about 50
Did they
different
see-
stores
did
and
each
asked
one of-
permission.
Did each one of those places see the final photograph?
Yes.
Okay,
Well,
then
what
they
I
would
did
have
was
loved
I
it.
went afterwards, and part of the grant made it possible to actually make copies of all these pictures, and so I went to each of the stores where the students work, gave them a letter of thank you, and gave them copies of the photographs.
So where's the stairway?
Okay.
One's right behind you, this one right here. As I said, when I get to the sixth floor, I'm hungry.
You know what when you were describing, when I was going around to purchase, the baked goods,
Yeah.
I would describe why I was there, and they would show me the picture that
That I
they
gave
had
them.
up on the shelf. It was great.
Do you want to go up now?
Sure. You're celebrating the community. It's terrific. It's just terrific. I always love the idea of using UMass students along with Durfee students. I thought the combination was just terrific. So,
And one of the best photographers this is a Durfee student who's a sophomore.
well,
Just
in the email you sent me yesterday, you said that some of the Durfee students had a photo accepted for the permanent display at the new waterfront park.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
pretty cool.
Yes, it's very cool. I had to get out what they wanted. This is Bruce, one of the hair salons, because I could never make the tattoo parlor hours, but the woman at the hair salon is the girlfriend of Bruce, and so they were set down so they worked the connections, which I thought was really, they didn't know the area, they didn't know the people, and they actually were pretty courageous to pursue the introductions. Going up?
Yeah, I walk by these pictures every day, they're great. It's
You
so
enjoy
nice to
them?
see. Yeah, I really do. Gee, there's some, of course I remember Columbia Street and of course over here at Bella's. It's nice.
I was at the Boston campus as a professor and a dean for a long, long time, but I'm now in the Central System President's Office, UMass.
Sure.
And so it's a UMass Central System President's Office grant that supported the,
Oh, no kidding.
They made it possible.
the
Yeah.
partnership between the UMass Dartmouth students and the Durfee students that took all these pictures.